glad that you could be here this morning because we have a special guest. It's been ages since she was last here, so I want to give a warm welcome to the premier travel agent from Lake Inasmuch. You know where Lake Inasmuch is, don't you? It's not far from Barstow. That's the one. And anyway, here she is, Liz the Camel.
Hello. Hello. Oh, I'm just so glad to be here, don't you know? You know, I just couldn't be happier to be anywhere than I am to be with you here at the Church of Hope in Canyon Country, yeah, don't you know?
Liz, I'm glad to see you again. Did you really forget where we were?
Well, you know,
Have you been traveling that much?
Well,
You know, I've always admired the way you can just pick up and go anywhere at a moment's notice. Bombay, London, Paris, Peking, Pixley, Pittsburgh, Ohio. Oh, exciting life you live.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Travel. What could be more exciting than...
All right, just hold on there, Dorothy. Click your heels together and come back to us here, you know? Yes, I've been traveling a lot, and I've been doing a lot of quarterly paperwork for the government, don't you know? And I've just about had it. I'm at the end of my rope, don't you know?
Oh, I'm sorry, Liz. At the end of the rope, you say?
You'd better believe it, sister. I was just about to throw my hands up and all the paperwork with it until I read your gospel passage for today. Now, there's good news, don't you know?
The story about giving to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what's God's. That story?
Yeah, that's good news. We are supposed to apply the stories to our own time and situations, aren't we?
Of course, Liz. But there's a lot of discussion about this passage. What it might mean for the people at the time, for Jesus, and then for us, you see.
Oh, you don't have to preach it to me, sister. I've got it, and it was the answer I was praying for, don't you know?
Oh, Liz, this doesn't sound quite right.
Oh, what could be better, you know? It's right there in black and white. I was so worried about the taxes, you know, and the reporting and all, and Jesus came to my rescue just like that, don't you know?
What do you mean, Liz?
Well, Jesus said that we should give to Caesar what is Caesar's. So, I'll just move it ahead a little bit and give to the president that which is the president's, or the senators, or the House, or whoever, don't you know?
No, I don't know.
Listen, do you see any of their pictures on our money, or on our checks for that matter? Do you?
No.
Then I'll do just what Jesus said. If it's got their picture on it, they get it. Otherwise, it's mine, don't you know? Oh, I just love the Bible, don't you?
Liz, with all my love, I hope you understand when I say that I think you may have misinterpreted something here.
Oh, don't get your panties in a bunch, lady, you know? I know that's not what he meant. Jesus was talking about taking care of business. You know, in Jewish tradition, God had used Jews and non-Jews, chosen leaders and conquerors to take care of God's people. We need to honor our governments even when we don't agree and work within the system to make changes and improvements that are in line with God's kingdom so that someday they will meet.
Liz, but don't you think Jesus was saying that all things are God's? That what some people think he's trying to get across?
Oh, of course, you know, but that's what he's saying because that's the truth, don't you know? But in the meantime, we need to work the systems we have. As Jesus people, we bring compassion and caring and justice and righteousness to the table, and in doing that, we bring the presence of God into the system in a stronger and more real way.
Liz, that's wonderful. So, we're all God's ambassadors to the world's table. Is that it?
Well, I think so, don't you know?
So, what about all the problems with the taxes and such?
Well, the story just helps me get over it, don't you know? You know, we have a world to live in, and if we don't pay taxes or vote or get involved, then we're wasting the opportunities we have to make a difference in a broken and hurting world.
Liz, you're amazing.
Ain't it the truth sometimes? Well, you know, I've got to get back to it. Got trips to plan, promotions to develop, hotels to book, and a to make in this world as an ambassador from one kingdom to the next. Everyone, you take care of business. It's part of your calling in the kingdom, don't you know? Ta-ta!
Bye.